Tanzania is known for some of the best, if not the best, safaris in the world. I am paying for this safari what I probably spent in 2.5 weeks in Tanzania. Good morning, guys. Good morning from this beautiful place. I am in Arusha, also known as the capital of safari here in Tanzania, and I'm just having my morning coffee. So I came to Arusha yesterday, actually the day before yesterday, but anyway. And tomorrow I'll be leaving and doing what I've been waiting for since I got to Tanzania. And yes, you have probably guessed it, safari. I'm doing safari tomorrow, finally. I am so excited. I can't even tell you how freaking excited I am. I've never done anything like this in my life. And I am doing a 5-day long safari, so 4 nights. I will be sleeping in tents and I will be seeing a lot of different national parks here in Northern Tanzania. This is not something I expected I would be doing before coming here. Honestly, before I came to Africa, I didn't even know what safari really was. I thought it was this thing where you like get on a jeep bus in the morning. You get in a car in the morning, you drive around and you see lions and zebras, and that's not necessarily how it works with wild animals and with safaris in general. The thing is that Tanzania is known for some of the best, if not the best, safaris in the world. So if you want to do safari, this is the place to come. However, in order to have a really good experience, you need to drive for a long time. You usually drive for hours and hours, like 10 hours per day, to be able to see something, because the thing with wild animals is that they're wild, right? So like you cannot control them, you cannot tell them like be there lion because I am coming, obviously, right? But that's why when I came here I realized that this is actually what majority of backpackers are doing. People are going on these like really long safaris, and also the thing is that the distance between the national park and even national parks, I mean Serengeti, that probably the most popular national park here, is gigantic. It's huge. So coming here and just going on a day-long safari just wouldn't make sense. Of course, if that's all you can work with, that's better than nothing, but I have the freedom of time and I'm gonna be doing a freaking 5-day long safari, and I cannot even tell you. I'm both excited but also a little scared. I haven't slept in a tent in maybe like 15 years, and certainly not in a tent out in the wildness in Africa. But more on that later. I figured since I'm already in Arusha and it's one of the biggest cities in Tanzania, I might as well go out and explore it before going on the safari. The thing about Arusha is that even though it's super well connected, it has 2 international airports, because besides safari, Kilimanjaro, Africa's tallest freestanding mountain, is only 1 hour away. Many tourists come here, but they don't really stay here. And as you know, I really do love exploring these places that might not necessarily be on top of everyone's bucket list. As you guys know, I've been traveling through Tanzania for the past 3 weeks, 2.5 maybe. To be honest, who knows at this point. I feel like I practically live here. My experience so far has been incredible, but I did get a little tired. So for the past week, I've been moving non-stop. In 1 week, I went from Kilwa to Dar es Salaam to Bagamoyo to Lushoto, and then from Lushoto to Arusha. So in 1 week, I've been to like 3-4 different places, and I've done more than 1,000 kilometers. And if you've ever traveled in Tanzania, you might know that traveling here takes time. I was traveling by public buses, which are great, by the way. I mean, not the most comfortable thing on earth. You don't have AC and it's 30 Celsius degrees, but you do have windows. But long story short, you do get tired of traveling. So when I came to Arusha, I'm staying at the White House. The hostel is located in this huge house with a really nice garden. So I decided to stay here for a couple of days, catch up on work, and rest for a little bit before I do the safari. So I just ordered Bolt and my driver is coming in 11 minutes. And he's saying hello. Say hello back. Hello. The good thing about bigger cities here in Tanzania is that Bolt works, so it's quite easy to order either a taxi, or you can also choose I keep forgetting the name, the tuk-tuk, Bajaja. I'm sorry, I know I should have remembered it by now. Not so good thing is that my driver is asking me where I am, and I am exactly where I dropped the pin. That's why you have the pin. So sometimes it can be a bit challenging to actually find the driver. I've experienced that a couple of times in Dar where just they couldn't find the location anyways. Okay, he's on his way. This is where I'm staying. Very calm residential neighborhood, which is kind of nice, especially for now. And there is one car coming, which I'm assuming is the car that I am waiting for. Hi. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? So the first place I decided to visit in Arusha was the Maasai market. So Maasai tribe is very well known for their distinctive culture, clothing, dance, among many other things. And I feel like even if you haven't been to Africa, you have probably heard about Maasais thanks to many books and movies made about them. What do you make? Oh, your brother makes that?
The beads I do myself. That's why you see even here I continue to make it.
That's so pretty.
Yeah. And and like this also some I make.
What is that for?
This one?
Yeah.
This they use Maasai when they just do like this sometimes. Sometimes like this.
Why do they do this?
And now people they do like a decoration of house.
Decoration. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm getting a necklace done. I really like. I'm gonna film it for my YouTube channel.
Okay. The green will be like this.
Ah, that's also pretty. So I'm getting a necklace done. It's a really beautiful green color, but unfortunately my neck was a little too fat for it, so we're making it longer now. So this is the necklace that I ended up getting. She had to make it longer for me, like there on the spot. But I had a very interesting conversation with her. Hi, Mambo. Which I want to tell you about in a sec. I just have to find a good vlogging spot. The woman who made my necklace is Maasai as well, and she told me a very interesting thing which I wanted to share with you. We were talking about Kilimanjaro and she asked me why I don't want to do it, and I told her that I don't really have enough time, plus it's super expensive. It costs about, it depends which route you take and how many days you take to go up, but on average it costs around like $1,600, $1,800 to hike for 7 days. And the reason why it takes so long, it's mostly because of the altitude. If you do it too fast, you have a high chance of getting sick. But that woman just told me that she has done Kilimanjaro in 2 days. So she started in the evening and she reached the top in the morning. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's like, you know, matter of being used to the altitude. So we made it to the second spot of our little Arusha sightseeing tour. What you see behind me is the clock tower, and it was gifted to Arusha by a Greek billionaire, and apparently it is the exact middle point between Cape Town and Cairo. I love that name. Look at this. It's Double G. Officially the first elephant I'm seeing here in Tanzania. Do you think it's real or not? Leave a comment down below. That actually rhymes. That was not on purpose. This looks like a nice coffee shop, so I'm gonna try to go and get myself maybe some coffee or some juice. So I got myself some pineapple juice to cool down a little before I continue out there. So that was very refreshing. I mean, fruits and fruit juices are always a good idea here. They're always delicious. So my plan now is to just walk around for a little bit. As I told you, Arusha, or this region, is a very popular tourist destination. In fact, 80% of tourists coming to Tanzania do come here. However, Arusha town itself doesn't have awfully a lot of tourist attraction, but if you're into nature and you do have a bit more time, there are a couple of things that you can do in the region. For example, one of the popular things to do is hiking Mount Meru. So it is the second tallest mountain in Tanzania after Kilimanjaro. You can't see it very well because it's overcast, but what you see there behind is Mount Meru. So I see a pharmacy. And I'm actually in the market for a new mosquito spray because mine is not working. Like, I have mosquito bites everywhere and that's not really you should be having. So I'm looking for a better spray than the one that I got in Dar. How are you? Good, how are you? Hi. Do you have mosquito spray? So unfortunately, all they had was the same spray that I already have that is not working. So I don't really know what's the deal here because I've already been to 3 pharmacies and 2 supermarkets yesterday and nobody has mosquito spray. In the supermarket they had mosquito cream, so maybe I should get that, but I'm just thinking that spray is the easiest thing to apply. So as you know, mosquitoes are probably the #1 animal that you should fear here because they unfortunately do transmit a lot of illnesses. I am taking malaria pills, but still, you should protect yourself. Now I have to find a bajaja, a tuk-tuk, a ride, a taxi, whatever to bring me to village supermarket. So maybe one of these. Hi. Village supermarket?
Yeah.
Asante. If you've seen my other vlogs, you know that this is basically the first time I am by myself here since I arrived in Dar. Since I arrived in Dar, I was very lucky, and from the very beginning basically I met a lot of nice people, so I made friends that I was traveling with, and this is basically the first time in 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks I've been here that I am by myself, which I'm not mad about because it's also nice to just chill by yourself. But sightseeing, especially in the cities, is more challenging, of course, when you're by yourself. It's easier when you're with someone. So I made it. This is it. The village supermarket. So village supermarket is a chain. I also been to one in Dar es Salaam, and I think it's more of a fancy supermarket. They do have a lot of foreign products, etc. So it's definitely more of a fancy store because half of people here are foreigners. And also I just saw Philadelphia cheese for like 10 euro per one Philadelphia cheese. Look at this. Great success. This little local shop ended up being my savior. I found a spray. I do not know if that spray is better than what I have, but it's worth a shot. And now the plan is to get myself a pizza because I deserve it. Look at my setup here. I've got myself a pizza, Emily in Paris, and we're gonna chill. I'm sorry if that was not the most eventful vlog and you had to watch me hunt for mosquito spray, but you know, like, mosquito spray is actually a very important thing here, so I couldn't let it go. Right now I'm planning to chill and take it slowly because I'm a bit tired. Like, I'm feeling a bit weak at the moment, which really freaks me out because I need to feel well for the safari tomorrow. Safaris are a very expensive thing. I am paying for this safari what I've probably spent in 2.5 weeks in Tanzania. Like, yeah, probably the same. I mean, I can tell you how much I'm paying. I'm paying $900 for the 4-night safari, 5-day. So yeah, but those are the prices here. That's how much it costs. If you want to stay in a nice hotel, or you know, there are those like really fancy safaris then it literally costs what I'm paying just per day. So it's an expensive thing to do. That's why, as I said, I want to rest and be ready for tomorrow. So yeah, I'll hopefully see you soon at the safari.